Good morning. Thank you for checking out my streaming live paper trading account, where this morning I had a profit of $280 on 2 trades, one of AMC and one of Ctib. Then I lost $20 when I went back for more. And then I closed up shop. So here we are, Tuesday, February 23rd, 2021. My name is Alan, and I started this so that I would focus on making better trades with less errors, less technical errors, and hopefully help some traders who have just begun their journey or getting, looking for someone that's trading live in a way that helps them to understand why they're doing what they're doing. Well, that's why I'm here. And it's going to help me at least as much as it helps anybody else. So thank you if you're watching this. Please, if you do enjoy what you see or feel like you learn anything, hit like and subscribe. Probably help a lot at this new point. If you don't like what you see, give me a chat. Tell me what you think I should do differently. If you see me about to make a mistake in a trade, save me a little bit of heartbreak and let me know. Other than that, I'm just gonna sort of go over the watch list and see what I can see that presents itself. This morning there were only a couple of stocks that I was paying attention to. The 2 I made trades on. I may not make any trades this afternoon. The thing about this, one of the reasons I did this was because I wanted to prevent myself from forcing trades. So, because I would make stupid trades, and that's how I ended up losing 80% of my gains over the last 6 weeks. So, what's good about this one? Okay, let's see what we got. So there's our one level. There's let's see. Let's find this okay, so that's yesterday's high. It touched it in the morning and then dropped, so that was 580. This was the pre-market high right here. These were some possible resistance if this thing takes off. This isn't really looking like it's going to do much, but it's not quite 2 p.m. and you never know what's going to happen at 2 p.m. All right, let's see what else we got. Oops. I have 2 keyboards, so sometimes I click on the wrong one. Okay. So what have I done here? Okay, so I made a trade here today. This is, was it? I think I entered an order. I guess I better figure out what I'm doing here. Okay, yes, these are the 2 trades that I made on this. So I bought 1,000 at 452, right there. And now in a different time frame, this is kind of a nice little trade. You can see my winning trade. Bought them at 452, sold them at 466 for 1,000. This one, not so great. even though it looks like I bought down here and sold up here, I actually bought 1,000 at $4.89 and sold 1,000 at $4.87. See, that was confusing me. I didn't know why that was up there, but it was this candlestick, so it has nothing to do with it. So I lost 2 cents a share on this, but I gained what's that, 14 cents a share on this. So overall for the day, 12 cents a share. Not too bad, but let's see where it's at now. It's below the VWAP. So I would not touch this with a 10-foot pole unless it came above that VWAP again. And we're 8 minutes till 2 Eastern time. It's 8 minutes till 11 in California. So let's see what else is popping. This one again, CCIV, is not exactly the most ugliest one I've seen all day. I like this. I'll tell you what, if this one finds its way above this level, but it's weird because the news on this is, okay, take all this with a grain of salt in terms of what I just said about if this goes above this level, because the backstory on this is a little different. What we have here is a stock that was originally formed, Churchill Capital Corp, was basically just a corporation that was formed to buy another corporation. And so when that happens, they don't really produce anything. These guys in particular, when the rumor came out they were going to buy Lucid Motors, of course the stock went crazy. And but then after they bought Lucid Motors, which just happened, the stock dropped from 60 to 40-ish, and it's been hovering around there. So 30% drop when the deal was done. Apparently most people that are looking at the deal have decided that it was not worth what they thought it would be. But the price action, if volume picks up, might make it a worthwhile trade as well. I'm saying. Nothing. That's what I was thinking. Alright, and we also have, what's next? I want to say, okay, VCNX just had a huge move upwards. We're going to keep an eye on this, by the way. Oops. So this might be interesting. So what's happening here? All right, here's all these levels up here. So that this is it made a high this morning at the open, and it dipped, and then it ripped up back just to this level, but 430. Okay, so if this was to do anything, it would really only have to go up to here. This would be sort of like your first, maybe even this. Keep an eye on it. Now, the reason I'm not looking left on these, like with the yearly chart and whatnot, was I've just established these levels on these this morning. There may be other stocks out there that I'm going to check here in a few minutes, but I'm just going over the stuff that I've already got on my other monitor where I keep like I have the potential to keep 9 different charts, and I have some 2-minute charts up. And what I'm looking for is anything that's above VWAP and in an upward trend, obviously above VWAP. But that looks, well, if it's above VWAP, I'm going to put it on this screen, even if it looks extended, like this one right here. But we can see this was another morning dip and rip dip, and throughout the rip, well, this was a sort of consolidation period. It looks like we missed the rip. This happened half an hour ago, 40 minutes ago, half an hour ago, yeah, and ripped, went a little sideways for a few minutes. This is a 1-minute chart, so and now it's here. Oh, and it touched 560, and there was something about that level. What's above it? Oh, that's right. If it goes past 560, if it doesn't, well, it might get hung up right here. Let's see. Let me get this, because that is double top right there, so that might turn into some resistance. But okay, so I'm gonna go from here. Let's see what we got. $610 high yesterday morning. So it's above 560. Might make it to 569. That's not as attractive as I thought it might first appear. But that's why there's always another one, as they say. The way I get these, of course, is scanning. I don't even really do my own scanners very often because there's a really good scanner I like on YouTube. I need to put it in my comments because I'm always talking about it. Look at all this. Look at this. Okay, so if this hits 194 again and goes above it, you got all this open space up to here. This is the kind of stuff you want to see. What kind of volume? 800,000 this morning in the downward move. But look at this. All of this right here is wide open space. So potential profit. So from 195-ish, we can find these out later if it looks like it's going to get there. It's above VWAP. If it comes up here, you're going to see if it pops above. If it pops above 194, if it pops above 194, you can see a lot of volume pile in if other traders are watching it. See how it hit the VWAP and bounced? Comes over here, bounces again. Okay, this is definitely turned into the #1 stock to watch. For an afternoon bounce in XTD, if it makes it, if it gets up there. I mean, it could just do something silly though. It could just, we got 180, it's at 182. It's made it up there earlier today. Keep an eye on this. I'm going to change its position in my watch list just so I know, because this, the one I have over here in my primary position is, if it goes, probably won't. And how are we doing? I never, MO2. Okay. Enjoying some tea. Now it's time to look at the scanner, see if there's anything interesting. Oh, these okay. So on the Calvera stock screener on YouTube, which I'm about to show you guys, we can see a little feature that I really like. It's called Ready to Rip. I don't exactly know the criteria, but that turned me on to Saber, which didn't rip. But I want to give it another chance because I like the idea. I feel like it. Yeah. So right now we're gonna look at MSGN. And if I don't have any, if I don't have any lines on this chart, oh look at that. I'm gonna go back. I'll look at the yearly chart, and what we have here are nice little uptrend so far. Some lows, some highs. Let's see what we got here. We have a high of 1856. We have a high of 1802. What's this high? 1790. Okay, so if this takes out this high of 1802, it might go to 1850 as our first target. So that's what we're gonna check out right now. 1 day, 1 minute. Got a long ways to go though. It could be a quick scalp trade here, but not a lot. Let's see, so your risk would be, here's the low. Oh, look at this volume. There's no volume, never mind. I don't know. I fall for that all the time. No more. So this one had some volume here. 70,000 relative volume, good relative volume. This one had a great deal of volume at the end, but it climbed morning. See what it's been doing. $20 days. This has got a lot of chop and not a lot of. Every once in a while, you get some real volume on it. This one was in the after hours. It isn't. Oh, when you get this volume, I don't like it. Okay, let's look at the next one. Yeah, if you're looking for action, go somewhere else. I'm doing this so that I don't look for action. Real-time rippers. Look at these now. Let's see if there's anything. Okay, these are. I'm gonna look at the small charts on these first and see what it's doing. It's ripping. 5-minute chart. I'm just gonna do a quick 5-day, 5-minute chart on these. Cruise through them. Look at the levels here. If this breaks, oh, that's high price stock. I don't even know why I'm looking at it. All right, moving up. SCX. That looks like that sucker has really gone crazy. And this is a 5-minute chart, so it's gone down, but it's got a huge bottoming tail. Is it why? Is there news? What's the volume? 15,000 for 5 minutes. Next. CARV. High of day. This has got a high of day. Momentum. Oh, look at this. Why? Oh my goodness. News. 6 million equity investment from JP Morgan Chase. What does that mean? How does that work here? Long-term equity investment. Part of the banking giant's new initiative aimed at supporting minority-owned and diverse-led financials. So that means they're liquid for a while. That may just be the kind of news. But let's see, what time did it take off here? 10:40. Oh, they were halted. Okay, so this news isn't new. When did this happen? This morning at 5 a.m. Let's see what it's been doing since 5 a.m. because you never know. We could have a short squeeze here. So what happens is when it gets up here, some people think it's overrated. Borrow it to sell. If it keeps going up, they lose money. If it goes down, they gain money because they borrow the shares and then they buy them to sell them back at a lower price. Sorry about the pause and audio there. There's a few things that I have to look out for. And okay, one of the big mistakes I'm making here is I have all these screens. You don't need more than one screen really to do this. But I'm covering up my most valuable maybe I should just put that over here. Why not? That's the one I'm using right now. Sorry, guys. Organizing. Okay. So AMC just is. Let's look at AMC. What did I say about AMC before? I need to start writing these things down. Oh, you can see where my trades were on this today and yesterday. That's where I made. Okay, look over here. I bought these down here. It's not even showing it. Let's see if we can get it in here. 3,000 shares at $5.97. And then I sold 3,000 at $6.16. So about a 19-cent gain on 3,000 shares. So that's $570 yesterday on one trade that took 6 or 7 minutes, maybe. What I'm happy about with myself was that I actually I was patient enough to ride it all, to go all the way from here to here with this and not get out at the very first sign of red. But if you watch that trade, it may be that I just lost track of it for a second. But this one, I bought 2,000 shares at $7.02, and I sold 2,000 shares for $7.10. So that was kind of nice this morning. That was a quick $160. All right, so let's see what we're doing here. It hasn't gone above. All right, so it was flat all over here. AMC just flattened out. Look at all that, all this time except for here. But as far as levels go, the highest level it's been in the last 5 days is right here, $7.77. It's got to get above that to go anywhere, unless you want to catch a little trade right here. But where would you put your, I guess you could put your risk right. You could put your stop right here. So these are 5-minute bars. They take a long time to form. I'm going to go down to the 2-minute chart. I want some length on these bars. Look how far above the RSI it is. It's kind of been consolidating. If we had some kind of a breakout here, what's our target? 775 could be our first target. And what are we trying to break above? Maybe this level, 757, 750-ish, 757. Yeah, if it pops above 757, we might have something. We have a run from 757 to 776. So that's 19 cents, and the risk would be, if we got in at 757 and our risk was 744, 13 cents for 19 cents. Nope. But if it went above this, we'll watch it. I like AMC at 776. If it ever hits that this afternoon, please let me know. That's another. See, there's so many things that I haven't really spent time on yet to figure out, like setting alerts. So we still have CCIV. Let's see what that's doing. Change this. I think I want to do all my time frames at 20 days. I feel like that might be really good, except for, you know, how you have to. You might scroll over, but when you're here, look at this gap. If this ever gets above 43 again, or 44, you got some empty open space to 50. $6. It's at 20% almost. A 15% gain. It could skyrocket, possibly. Okay, guys, let's see what we can see. How about VCNX? What is it doing? It's doing something. It's consolidating, that's for sure. I think. Okay, we have levels from pre-market. We have levels from yesterday, and we have levels from today. So there's a lot of levels here. But here's a new top. It seems like it held at 427. It tried to hit it 3 times. Still above VWAP, so it's still technically bullish. Wonder where it got that level from, though. Where to get? What is this for? 427, 426, 427. Where did the 427 level come from? Anywhere recently? No, it looks like it just kind of split a couple things. All right. And then there's this level here. I don't even know how to mark that. Maybe 430 would be. So too many levels of resistance for that. We're looking for the perfect setups, people. There's no reason to buy anything but perfect in this market. MCS. Wow, look at that dip. Look at what it did yesterday. Look at what it did the day before. The day before that. Why is it doing this? How much volume are we talking about here? Tens of thousands, not a bunch of volume. I know they released fiscal stuff a few days ago. Okay. Let's just look for high volume. Moving up on volume. Low price, high volume, SCX. Sure is moving up on volume. It's had a nice steady upward trend. A couple of real green bars. What do we see here? Okay, so this is someone else's scanner, as I said. It's not really volume, in my mind. I'm going to have to work on scanners myself. JRV, see what that's doing. That's too much float. OPHC. End of year with a loss of 42,000. This must not be a very big. So on the 18th, on the 5th, on February 5th, which was, what day was that? I'm not even going to figure it out. It doesn't even matter. I should be able to guess. But I guess they kind of expected this loss because I don't see any huge red. Maybe right here. Might have been released here. Monday. Was February 5th a Monday? That is the question. I'm going to find out the answer right now. Was February 5th a Monday? I bet it was. February 5th was a Friday. Huh. So the news came, and it was 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3 Fridays ago. So here's 1, 2, 3. So this was the Friday. It was that the news dropped. Here's the red candle that they lost money. It was a dip and a rip. I guess nobody really cared. Then came over here, opened low, and ripped. Then went sideways, sideways, ripped, tanked, ripped, sideways, sideways, tanked, sideways, sideways, ripped, little bit, little bit. Now, these are huge candles compared to all those other ones. Let me mark some levels here. 485 is the high. The recent high. We got something over here. It hit twice. I'm going to call it this. All right. Let's look at the 5-minute. All kinds of levels here. So this looks like a kind of a theme from all the way back here. And finally, let's do 2 minutes. So if this can pop above 437, that's a 20-cent jump from where it's at right now. Yeah, time frames here. This is pre-market. Open here, closed here. So it's been kind of skirting that. So let's say 439, 438, 437 to 465. About 25 cent with slippage. I'm not seeing any trades today, this afternoon. Certainly nothing. PLY. Playa Hotels. When I saw PLY, I thought Playa. I think we might have missed it. I kind of see my job as a beginning trader, intermediate trader, as having the discipline to wait for the perfect setups. Wait, I missed that level. What was that level? $750. Okay. And what would be, okay, here's the bottom, 732. And here's where we're at right now, 737. The 750 is 13 cents. Is this a perfect setup? No. Is this a good setup? No. Is this me wanting to get some action, thinking, man, this thing's going to just keep going to 750 no matter what? I think that's what it is. So I'm going to look at it, but I'm not going to touch it. But let's watch and see. I think it might. I just like it. I like it. I think it looks, I mean, it's way above VWAP, so it's definitely extended. There's not a lot of volume. It had 1 million volume at this point right here in the pre-market, I guess. That had a high, an open, a low, and a close at the exact same level, $7.08. That's crazy. 1 million. Or is that a glitch? I'm going to look at this somewhere else. There's also sometimes glitches on the TD Ameritrade paper trading or the Thinkorswim. I wonder who owns this. Is this somebody famous? If there's anybody that watches this live, any of my 4 viewers watching live right now that sees anything interesting, hook it up. Okay, what do we have? Oh, yeah, there's definitely millions in volume on this thing on certain days and times. What do I have? I have an hourly chart up on this right now. Let me see, 5 days. I can't believe I got rid of my 5-day, 5-minute. I'm constantly changing my time frames. Let's do 10 days, 5 minutes. And let's do 10 days, 2 minutes. And, well, okay. There's volume. It's at 7, at almost 740. It's at 739. I don't see any reason why it won't go to 750, but again, and I don't know why this screen here is not showing the volume. Okay, 60,000 on this candle at 10:55. What's it showing on mine? 60,000 volume, 54 at 52,000. Okay, so it's just a little different. Well, let's watch it go to 750 without a trade, because I have nothing to base it on but intuition. And 3 months ago, I would have took this trade. Especially, I'll be like, oh, I'm paper trading, but I'm trying to be responsible now. But let's just see what it does. You know what? Let's look at this with the level 2. And okay, so here's the level 2. Oh yeah, it's gonna go up. We got 47 buyers, 2 sellers. We're gonna watch it go up from here. I love this level 2, by the way. I always use this because those are the level 2s. You have to add stuff up. Like if you have 14 buyers here at 740, bidding 740, 739, 26 here. On the other level 2, you have 2, and then 2 more, and then 1 more, and then 10, and then whatever. And you got this long list, and you have to really figure it out. And then it doesn't really. This is just way more intuitive for me. Plus your volume, how many you printed, 105,000 at 731. 1900 at 741. So it's not the greatest of volume, but there's clearly been some upward pressure, and I think it can continue to 750 because that's the high from this morning. I see no reason why it wouldn't, except, I mean, obviously there's not volume, and that's one of the main reasons why I would say this is not a good trade. But look at that. I predict. So, but the job of a trader is not to predict the market. It is to respond to clear signals. And if I would have risked a trade on this, I wouldn't have been able to figure out where I was going to put a stop. Let's see if it turns in. I'm just going to watch this 1 minute. If this goes sideways for a minute, there might be an entry. We might, if we find a new bottom, like, okay, here's a new, this is a new bottom. It's soft, but it's definitely a bottom. So we got, oops. What is that? 7. And it's like it's touching the 9 EMA and bouncing up. You know, it went below the 20 EMA 20 minutes ago. But so 735 is, and the nice thing about that for like a risk area is that it's that round number. Why does this keep doing that? I'm using a different mouse because the mouse I have seems to be getting glitchy. One of the first things I need to do tomorrow is order a new mouse. So I like this 735 level. Dang it. I'll tell you what, if I can make a profit this way. Oh, no wonder. Duh. See what happens when you're not paying attention. Okay, let's make a line. All right, 735. Now it's at 742. Is there a quick 8 cents scalp here? No. Look at this volume. If I wasn't being watched, I would probably take this. But I think it's a good trade. It would have been a good trade. I would have taken it. I could have took it at 737 with a 735 stop. When this bar crossed 737, that was technically like a almost like a 3-bar play, maybe. Except this is 1 bar. Look at this volume. So the relative volume on these 2 green bars are great. The red one not so great. So nobody got filled when that price went down. The buyers are still gonna take it. Look at this. Look at that top and tail. Gonna pop down a little bit. Maybe it'll touch the 9 EMA, or maybe the 9 EMA will pop up to rise it. But if it gets to 740, I might watch and see it get to 743 and enter a trade at 743 up to 750, depending on volume. At this point, it might be worth it. Especially if we can get a little dip, just a tiny little dip. I mean, it's not perfect, far from perfect. I might be forcing a trade. Maybe I should rethink it. Since I'm explaining it to you, I'm listening to myself talk, and I'm talking myself out of taking the trade I just told you about, primarily because it may not have rested enough in such a short time period. This might be one to watch if it goes over 750. Analyst actions on the 16th. Price target to 650. There's no reason for it to be all the way up here. At least not according to these people, who probably have studied the matter way more than me. The fact that there's a price target of 650, 0.28 from 650, I'm getting tired. My eyes are getting See, I woke up at 3 a.m. this morning, West Coast time. I typically wake up around that time. And then, of course, I have bedtime. Oh, look at these red bars. There's so much I haven't been paying attention to. The S&P 500 had a huge drop. Well, huge relative. The NASDAQ and the iShares Russell 2000. I should start putting levels on these. Just as a quick reference, because I don't always remember where it was 20 minutes ago. I could see where it was 20 minutes ago, but I don't always remember where it was 2 hours ago. So this looks like a level. This looks like a level. And this kind of looks like a level. This is another level. This is another level. Oh, this is a spider, which mirrors the S&P 500. This is the whatever that mirrors the NASDAQ. But I look at these just because I like to. And this is the high level. This is the, for the moment. Of course, I'll probably remove these in 5 minutes. And let's see what we're doing here. 744. It just keeps climbing like I thought. It didn't. Oh, you know. Yeah, on this dip, that's a new bottom. Small as it is. That's 740. If it drops down to 740, I'm looking for a little 3-bar play to make 10 cents because I do think it's going to go to 750. Look, the chart doesn't lie. We looked at it to the left, found that high. It's the only resistance anywhere near. Look at this. All the way back. You can go back a year. There's no resistance anywhere to the upside. And the price target is 8. Oops, what am I doing? God, I hate this mouse. I gotta get a different one. Oh, there are things I can. Oh, look at that. Okay, we might be getting a double bottom here at 740 with volume, relative volume. If it bounces at 740, then I will buy on the first bar to pass the high where it's open here. So at 742 is where I'll put my buy in, if there's volume. No, but that I'm not sure that counts as a bottom. I wanted to see it stay there a little bit longer. At least make one more red bar. Because now, where's the buy signal for this bar? Up here, sort of. So this is a new resistance. There was heavy selling on that. Look at that. Relatively, I mean, 10,000 sellers, but 10,000 shares were printed in a minute of a stock. That does, anyway. It's a lot on volume that I still need to learn. So it might be really stupid to trade in this. Probably is. I don't see people trading in stocks like this that are experienced. No, any of the people that I follow don't. So it's probably a good idea for me not to. But the longer this is red and stays above 740, the more I like it. So it's a kind of a dilemma for me. I'm not going to stop watching it because I want to see it go to 750. What would be really powerful would be if it bounced back up to 745, then back down to 741, and then started back up. I'll show you a great buy spot for that. And why shouldn't it? This is technically the second bottom at that level. As soon as this gets above this, it's a little premature. It would be an aggressive buy at 742, but if it makes one more candle at 742, we'll watch the volume. Oh, there we go. And I'm still not going to trade it. Let's look at the 5-minute. If this gets past 750, this is staying on here for tomorrow because God, I bet you anything this is going to go crazy in the aftermarket. I'm betting, I bet you. But you know what, market, keep that in your notebook that I made that prediction. It's easy to make predictions. So this thing came down, touched VWAP right here, popped back up. Now the market's turned red. See, here's how we can look at this. Look at this. If the markets start turning green again, this is a strong stock. Obviously, it's got this 2.8 from 650. That's never a guarantee, and on this light of volume, certainly not that it's going to make that at any point, at any time in its life as a stock. But it clearly has fueled some people's desire to own it. We'll see if that gets to 750 by the end of the day. God, if it hits 750, I should put in a stop limit order. It's too late. Okay. What's the next one? BCNX has been consolidating nicely. No. 422. It's not going to make it past that level today. AMC doing its thing. What did I have on AMC? What was I looking at? Above what? What was my level there? Above 776. And look where it's at. Let's watch it for a minute. This could really do something. See, so it's had a retracement. If we look at this on different time frames, let's look on the 15 minutes. Let's look at the 5-minute. It's had some decent retracements. Hasn't had a lot of volume until this red candle right here. Almost like almost 3.5 million, 4 million. And this candle 773. Oh my goodness, this is gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna buy 1,000. I'm gonna put my order in for 2,000. Oops, no, not 200,000. 2,000 at limit of. Holy cow! It just hit it. Confirm and send. This is going to the moon. I hope. And of course, I'm down. Don't make me get back. Come on, people. You had to hit some people's. This is a short squeeze right here. Could be. May not be late enough in the afternoon. The bar, it's still a green bar though. Where's my, dang. All right, so where would be my, this is the bottom, this is the most recent low. So if this hits 754, that's a lot of loss for this account. That was kind of an impulsive buy because I saw it top this level, which is a level it hasn't been above in quite some time. I don't think any short out there would expect it to go above this level, but it is above the VWAP. See, I already made money on this stock earlier today. Now I'm giving it back if I was to sell right this second. This is really like buy and pray at this point. I don't know. My intuition tells me, the pattern tells me, the resistance being here tells me that, of course, an experienced trader could sit here and watch this fluctuate all day long and not worry because they know what they're doing if they entered this trade. Myself, sometimes I have to make these split-second decisions, and I'm not looking at all the details that a really experienced trader would look at. But that's how you learn. We're going to see where this goes. If it really starts to tank, if I see like heavy volume on a red candle, I'm just going to flatten it out and cut my losses. But having 753, that would be crazy. What would that get me? That would get me a $480 loss. I'd be negative for the day. Oh, look, okay, it's bumping it. Okay, here's a red candle. Where does it stop? Okay, so we really did exhaust all of the sellers in this big 2 million red candle. So let's hope they're still exhausted because I'm ready to see this thing hit a new high. Don't make 778 your ceiling. Nothing wrong with a little red candle. I think it's going to go. I think it's going to pop because this didn't set an equal or lower high from right here or from back here. This set a higher high, 2 cents higher, yes, but it's a higher high. And then it kind of rounded down, but if we look, let's see what the 5 minutes telling us still. And you know, we don't know who's looking at which charts. How many traders are bullish on this? Well, by the volume, I don't know. There's ways to know. But I'm just going to watch it right now because if it goes too far, I got to get out of it, like with a quickness. I don't want my day to go bad. I want to see it touch 780. In fact, I'm going to put an order in at 779 to sell. So it would be a 2-cent gain. But I don't think it's unrealistic. If it goes above that, I mean, it probably will. But to be honest with you, I was a little impulsive. So I want my money back. How many traders say that? I want my money back. Please don't give me a big red candle. Don't give me lots of red volume. See, we're losing buyers. It's all sellers now. Look at that. Sellers. The buyers are picking up. $2.5 million at 775. Okay, the buyers are picking up. We got 48. We got 89 to 12. Oh, it's going up. It's going up. How high is it going to go? Okay, at least get back to where I was at. All right, about 3 to 2 buyers to sellers at this level. Okay. Oh, look at that. It just printed 777. There's a lot of sellers there, though. I should join the ask. I need a button up here to join the ask. That's what I got to do. Oh, look at that. It hit. I'm out. Oh, it's at 780 now. Watch it just keep going now. Oh, my goodness. It could. So my profit today was 200, but I have to admit that was a trade I probably shouldn't have gotten into because I had an instinct about it, but that's how traders lose money. That's why I started this webcast, whatever you call it, so that I wouldn't just go on instinct like that. I mean, instinct has served me well up to this date, up until I made that big 80% loss. And that was not just an instinct, that was a money management issue. I didn't get out when I should have got out because my instinct told me different. So trying to make more responsible decisions now. And it looks like the 2 o'clock isn't going to do much good. I'm going to re-look at these tomorrow and see where they went. But for today, I feel like that last trade was it for me. So 320 on the day. So I made an extra $40 this afternoon. I'll pay for Starbucks for a week. That's not bad though. I'm actually pretty satisfied. So I think I'm going to sign off for this afternoon. Look at that, 782. I might sit here and watch this go up, but I'm not going to keep this podcast going. Thank you for watching me. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please message me. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day.